Hello, little readers. Today we're going to do a very interesting and special Peppa Pig story. Peppa Pig and the Muddy Puddles. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are tucking Peppa and George into bed. There is so much rain, Peppa says. That means there'll be muddy puddles to jump in tomorrow, Mummy Pig says with a smile. That sounds very much fun. The splash, sploshel of the raindrops on the window sings Peppa and George to sleep. They dream about muddy paddles. Then what happens? And then it rains and rains and rains. The next morning, the sun is shining. Daddy Pig runs out to jump in a muddy puddle, but he lands in a big pool of water instead. How did this happen? Where did this water get here from? Daddy Pig asks. And where are the muddy puddles? Asks Peppa. Their house is on an island instead, says Peppa. Oh dear, says Mummy Pig. What will we do? What will they do? That's what I'm thinking too. Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig arrive on their boat. Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig says. Wonderful boating weather. We're going to the store, says Granny Pig. Can George and I come too? Asks Peppa. Yes, we'll be shopping for everybody. Polly can remember our shopping list. He's very good at that, Granny Pig says. Who's a crabber parrot? Squawk! Who's a crabber parrot? Says Polly. Polly is very good at repeating what people say. Peppa, George, Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig and Polly motor across the water. It's fun, but there are no muddy puddles. Yeah, I wonder why. Let's see what happens next. Each house is on its own island. They go from house to house, asking what everybody needs from the store. Whose house might this one be? Oh wait, that's just the store. Susie Sheep asks for chocolate. Squawk! Chocolate, Polly repeats. Granddad Dog needs a newspaper, and Donny Dog wants a comic book. Okay, let's see next. Newspaper, comic book, Polly repeats. Grampy Rabbit wants cheese. Cheese. Squawk! Cheese, repeats Polly. Grandpa Pig's boat arrives at the supermarket. Hello, says Miss Rabbit. What can I get you? Polly knows, Peppa says proudly. Squawk! Polly opens her beak. Who's a clever parrot? Who's a clever parrot? She says. Polly has forgot the list. Don't worry, says Peppa. I remember. So they get what is indeed and go and deliver everything. Cheese, says Grampy Rabbit. Thank you. A newspaper and a comic book for Granddad Dog and Danny Dog. Chocolate for Susie Sheep. Thank you. Chocolate for dinner? Asks Mummy Sheep. Well, chocolate for dinner indeed. Peppa and George have been such good shipmates, haven't they? Peppa and George are very sleepy. When they arrive back home, did you have fun? Asks Mummy Pig. Yes, we did, says Peppa. We had lots of things to get at the store. We got something for everyone. But Peppa is sad. She didn't get what she wanted. There were no muddy puddles at all. Personally, I would think this is even better than Muddy Puddles, but I mean, Peppa likes Muddy Puddles. So, the next morning, the sun is shining brightly in the clear blue sky. Polly Parrot comes to visit. Grandpa Pig's boat is stuck on the front lawn. Oh, Granny Pig says, looking out from the boat. The flood is over. The flood is over, so now how are they going to move their boat? They all look around. I think there should be some muddy puddles, as the houses that were islands yesterday are now back to normal, sitting on top of their hills. The water that Peppa and George boated in is gone. At the very bottom of the hill, they see, what do they see? Muddy puddles or not? A great big muddy puddle. Now, let's see next. Big enough for everyone. That is really crazy big. Now, that's the end of our book. Thanks for listening to me, and subscribe and comment down your favorite part.